Welcome to Despicable Me 4, another in a long line of movies that, honestly, were not needed. The movie starts with Guru pulling up for his high school reunion where we meet this guy called Maxine Lamau, the main villain of the story. So he's basically the villain that the anti-villain league have been trying to catch, and his girlfriend that looks as if she got a 5-year mewing streak. Like, nah, that chain can cut diamonds anyhow. So Maxine wins this useless award as it's revealed that his superpower is actually being a cockroach. That is disturbing and fucking disgusting. This is when the minion brings out bug spray, an OP item that if actually used would have made this a very short movie. But of course, it's never used. Anyway, so Gru arrests the guy and we're taken back to Gru's house where they got this goat. Somebody's got to tell this girl. Don't let her get her hopes too high. Somebody's got to tell her. Like, you can't just, 4 kids in this economy. And this nigga still came through with the milk. That is a W father. So it turns out that Maxine Lamal has actually escaped from prison and he wants to find Gru. So now they have to escape to a safe house in this Banana Island-like area called Mayflower. And everybody here is rich and has a nice house. Except for them, of course, What's the point of a safe house that doesn't fit in? I don't know who came up with this idea. Like, everybody has a big house. Yours is the only small house. Do you think that if I came to this place and I was looking for somebody, my eyes would not initially go to the only small house on the block, the only ugly house in the area? Like, guy, the essence of a safe house is that it is supposed to fit in. Anyhow, so they give them all new names, new identities. I know they have to fit in. The baby also hates his father a lot, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Very spoiled child. Seeing that your father still comes back home with the meat every day. So it turns out that Maxine's plan is to kidnap Gru's child. What type of dog shit plan is that? Am I supposed to be scared? Is that what we're going to be waiting one whole movie to? So Gru introduces himself to the neighbors. This guy is called Perry Prescott. He's a rich car salesman, and this is his daughter Poppy. So yeah, Margot goes to school. Poppy's being wed. And then we cut to the AVL who have taken the minions and are giving some of them superpowers. Could have given them brain cells too, but well. Now, so we see Agnes and Edith go to karate class, and Lucy goes to work and gives this poor woman a whole ass bald spot. Had her looking like Papa Ajasco for a second. Oh man. Then she also destroys this entire shop and runs away. Like, oh wow, this woman is actually, she's just evil. Anyhow, so we see Maxine who has this gun that can turn people into cockroaches. Another OP item that if actually used in this movie would have made it a much shorter one. But of course, it's almost never used. And let's just be honest, turning everybody into cockroaches would have been a way better evil plan than just kidnapping somebody's child. Later, we find out that Poppy knows who Gru is, and then she talks weird, like this, like she got Down syndrome. Yeah, I think that's just her braces. But anyhow, she wants Gru's help to steal something, or else she'll expose his identity. And to be honest, for someone that has stolen his moon, and the crown jewels, has defeated a whole ass league of supervillains, the latter two when he was just a child, to now be cringing before a brat. This is not the guy I knew. No way Gru fell off like this. Bro fell off like Kanye. Gru gets invited to play tennis with Perry by his wife, and then we call back to Maxine, who reveals that the only reason why he's doing all of this is just to get back at Gru for stealing his song back in high school. Yeah, this movie is actually just about high school beef. Then we cut to Lucy, who is at the supermarket and is avoiding this poor woman whose life she probably just ruined. And, I can't even blame her for being this mad. I ain't gonna lie. Imagine going to the barber shop just for some bastard to push your hairline back to 1950 and then run away when you want to fight him. Like, you finna fight your barber. That's exactly what she did to this poor lady. And she gets away. So who is the villain here? So it turns out that Poppy wants Gru to help her to steal a honey badger. And it's basically an advanced skunk anyway. So yeah, the reason why she wants to steal this specific honey badger is because she wants it on her transcript so she can join the School of Evil. And to be honest, having on your transcripts that you have stolen from the School of Evil to join the same School of Evil. That's actually kind of makes sense, to be honest. So we then cut to the minions who are trying to save people, but they're kind of brain dead. So they cancel the entire project. Then we cut back to Gru, who is breaking into the school. where they proceed to sneak into the principal's office and they get the badger. But before they can tranquilize it, the baby lets it go and the thing begins to crash out. So they mistakenly turn on the alarms and they begin to run away as they're being chased down by Principal Butt Cheeks. Her hair looks like a yash. But anyhow, they manage to escape and yeah, Poppy is not going to snitch on Gru anymore and he's now closer to his son. Oh, wow, so cute. However, the Principal Butt Cheeks knows where he is and proceeds to inform Maxine about his location. So he goes to go and find Gru. And then we cut to Gru going to the country club to play tennis with Perry and his friends. And we got this minion who is sabotaging the game in a way that makes even Premier League referees look honest. Then Principal Broody Cheeks pulls up to Gru's crib and she's waiting for Gru to come back home. Margot then tells Gru, who rushes back home and informs the AVL that is a code red basically. So they assemble the super minions while they are fighting the old lady. And then the baby manages to roll out of the house just in time for Maxine to abduct him. And Gru chases him down. And then they end up crashing into this building. And then it turns out that Maxine has turned the baby into a cockroach. And he almost kills Gru. But because of plot armor, and to be honest, you don't find a dad that comes home with the milk these days. Yeah, the baby snaps out of it and saves his father. And they end up defeating Maxine. And the minions capture him. So after this, Gru goes back home and they fix the baby. Agnes reunites with the goat. Who's gonna tell her? Somebody has to tell this child. Yeah, so Gru goes to AVL prison to reignite high school beef. And then the movie ends with him and Maxine singing for all the villains of the past movies in this franchise. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie. In as much as this installment of the franchise was not necessary at all, and I feel like apart from the fact that we didn't have a serious villain with an actual purpose in life, to be honest, I actually still like the movie. I feel like it would have it should have been a very good end to the franchise. If Illuminati Studios actually lets it end, please just let it end. But yeah, I see why it made a lot of money. Yeah, see you guys in the next video.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. His name is John C.